Tonight, a showdown is brewing in Superior as protesters demonstrate over a controversial energy plant.
And it's now or never. Experts are urging you to get your flu shot before it's too late.
Plus, a new business is rolling into the Twin Ports, aiming to make life a little less rough for pet owners.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. People are voicing their opposition at a public meeting tonight on a proposed gas plant in Superior.
CBS3's John Cardinelli is live in Superior with the details. John.
Take a seat. I'll swear you in.
Both sides of the issue are going to be able to speak here tonight and ask questions about the proposed project. And as you can see, the meeting just got underway. The proposed center would cost around $700 million with money coming from Minnesota Power and Dairyland Power. The natural gas plant would deliver 550 megawatts of energy as an alternative when wind and solar generation are insufficient to meet demand. Earlier, those opposed to the project spoke out, saying they're concerned with decades of fossil fuel burning in the Northland and how a project like this would only add to it.
Well, I live in Superior, and we already had the Husky refinery blow up around a year ago, and that was a big scare for my city. So it's just really terrifying that something like that could happen again.
The facility received approval from the Minnesota Public Utilities Commission last year. Now, as I mentioned, the hearing just got underway here. It will be wrapping up around 9 o'clock tonight, and there will also be another meeting tomorrow at 2 p.m.
All right, thanks, John, and we'll bring you more from tonight's meeting on the CBS3 News tonight at 10.
A satirical political group is spreading misinformation about the Line 3 oil pipeline in the Northland. The group, calling themselves the Indigenous Pipeline Council, claims Enbridge is allowing them to build the last 19 miles of pipeline through Duluth. In a statement, Enbridge said that is not true. The group appears to be affiliated with the political satire group Yes Men. The final portions of Line 3 pipeline is already built in Wisconsin. In Minnesota, Enbridge faces several legal and regulatory hurdles in order to replace the pipeline.
Well, 2020 is shaping up to be a busy year of road construction in the Twin Ports. MnDOT gave an update today on the Twin Ports Interchange project. Construction will be in full swing next year. The 3-year reconstruction project will replace 35 bridges and aims to enhance safety. Another project commuters need to know about: work on the Lake Avenue Bridge in downtown Duluth. That's the bridge that crosses I-35 in downtown. MnDOT says they still need to finalize that timeline.
The bridge will be exactly the same width as it is now, but it will have a new concrete surface, restriped to include the bike lanes, and accessible sidewalks. Right now the sidewalks have a high curb. They're not very easy to negotiate, and those will all be redone.
In addition to the Lake Avenue Bridge and Twin Ports Interchange, drivers will also have to navigate Phase 3 of the Superior Street reconstruction project.
We're going to check in on the weather now with meteorologist Caitlin Moffett. Caitlin, cold here in the Northland, and looks like you're tracking some winter weather to the east of us.
Yeah, some snow headed towards the Green Bay area into the Upper Peninsula. As we missed that because the low pressure actually slid enough to its south. So taking a look at the weather alerts, we do have that winter weather advisory for our eastern portions of northern Wisconsin. So Rhinelander, the Wausau area, and the Marquette area. That goes into effect at 7 o'clock tonight, going until tomorrow at 7 a.m. Expecting 1 to 3 inches, but on the outskirts portions in our area, they're more likely an inch. It's going to be very light snow. You can see here it is starting to develop more so into the Wisconsin area. But for Duluth, you'll notice we stay dry. We're just under those cloudy skies, but we do have some clearing behind it. So 33 right now in Duluth, 31 over in Hayward, and 28 up in International Falls. Like I mentioned, the cold is here, and it's going to stay for quite some time. 26 tonight. I'll have those details for your extended 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Caitlin. Former Speaker of the House Paul Ryan is using his leftover campaign cash to help low-income Americans. Ryan announced the launch of the American Idea Foundation today. He says it will fight poverty, increase economic opportunity, and advance evidence-based public policies. Ryan moved more than $7 million from his congressional account into the nonprofit when he announced its formation earlier this year. The foundation will be based in Ryan's hometown of Janesville, Wisconsin. He decided against seeking re-election last year, ending his 20-year career in the House.
The Fond du Lac Band flag is now on permanent display inside Duluth City Hall. Members of the Fond du Lac community gathered in the mayor's reception room to see the flag installation today. Fond du Lac veterans presented the flag while the Cedar Creek Drum Group performed honor songs. Mayor Emily Larson and Fond du Lac Chairman Kevin Dupuis both spoke about what having the flag in City Hall means for both communities.
What I think this represents to everybody is that the togetherness and the neighboring, as close as we are, and as this being our original home here, that the people of Fond du Lac, or the Fond du Lac Band in itself, we need to work together with one another, and we need to take a look at what we have here as a community as a whole.
Both Mayor Larson and Chairman Dupuis meet quarterly and say each community stands ready to help the other.
Mental health was front and center at a conference in Duluth today. The Northeastern Minnesota Wellbeing and Resiliency Summit gave people the chance to learn how to best promote mental well-being. Louise Anderson, the director of a local community health board, says there are individual steps each person can take to improve their mental health.
Taking good care of ourselves and our families, getting enough sleep, but then also we're looking at how can we help businesses, organizations.
Anna Lynn was the keynote speaker. She is the mental health promotion coordinator at the Minnesota Department of Health. She says the biggest takeaway from an event like this is to raise awareness in the community.
We want to help us all to think more holistically about mental health and well-being, and to think about all of the different things that we can do to promote, to create like a comprehensive plan for mental health and well-being in our communities.
If you are in need of help or want to learn more, we have a list of resources available on our website, CBS3Duluth.com.
It's a big day for members of the United Auto Workers Union across the country. They returned to the factories this morning after the 40-day strike against GM came to an end on Friday. The Flint, Michigan tool and die production resumed first shift this morning. In Saginaw, normal production on third shift resumed at the metal casting plant last night. At the Flint assembly plant, production began for third shift workers last night, as well as the Flint Metal Center and Flint Engine. Third shift production also began last night for both Bay City and Saginaw plants.
Flu season is fast approaching, and while activity remains low, experts say it's already increasing.
Yeah, it sure is, and that's why doctors want everyone to get vaccinated as soon as possible. Lisa Mateo has more.
Allison Danks and her two daughters are getting their flu shots.
I get my kids vaccinated every year just because it's preventative.
When the flu arrives and how long the season lasts can vary, but activity usually starts increasing now. That's why it's recommended to get vaccinated before the end of October if possible.
That's when the flu really starts to get bad, and even after the vaccine, it takes a few weeks to build full immunity.
The CDC recommends everyone aged 6 months and older get the vaccine. Dr. Alyssa Rubin from Happy and Healthy Pediatrics in New York says don't believe the common misconception that the shot can give you the flu.
It is impossible. It is a dead part of a virus in the vaccine, and it cannot cause any illness. Most common side effects we do see is feeling run down for a day after getting the vaccine, because your body is building immunity. Sometimes you get a red swollen arm at the site of injection.
She also emphasizes the flu is serious. Getting the vaccine can prevent illness and can also reduce the chances of being hospitalized with complications of the flu. Last flu season, as many as 43 million people got sick, 650,000 people were hospitalized, and 61,000 died. Allison says the benefits are worth a few tears.
The flu shot doesn't guarantee that they're not going to get it, but at least if they do end up getting it, hopefully they'll have a milder case.
She says as a parent, this is the best way to protect her children.
It's estimated that every year about 80% of children who die from the flu are not vaccinated.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a new type of Uber option arrives in the Twin Ports. We'll tell you why it's a must-try for pet owners next.
Still a cool and cloudy day across the Northland, only hitting a high of 36. Our 10-degree below average trend does continue for the rest of the week, and I have those details coming up next.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3.
With the all-new Silverado HD, Silverado's now the only truck brand that can offer trucks with best-in-class towing. or trucks with best-in-class camera technology, or larger, more functional beds than any competitor. The only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado. Or get a total value of over $9,300 on this Silverado with a larger, more functional bed than any competitor. Or during Truck Month, make no monthly payments for 90 days.
Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
I wish that I would have gone to Aspen Dental years ago. I've always had rough teeth, so once a technician told me that they could have the dentures ready for me within a matter of days, I was in shock. Having the denture lab on site is absolutely convenient. Almost a year later, my daughter will still come up to me and say, "Mommy, smile, I want to see them again." It makes me so happy.
At Aspen Dental, we're all about yes. Like yes to dentures you can trust with a 7-year warranty. Yes to custom crafted dentures with our on-site lab. And yes, we'll have you feeling beautiful. Call now or book online at aspendental.com.
Duluth Dodge Ram has a great automotive news story. Ram Power Days. Over 100 new Ram trucks in stock. Lease a 2019 Ram Quad Cab SLT 4x4 Warlock for only $184 a month. Only at Duluth Dodge Ram. DuluthDodgeMinnesota.com.
One man's junk is another man's treasure, and at the junk hunt at the Duluth Deck, you're sure to find your next repurposed treasure with over 100 booths to choose from. Admission is just $5. The Duluth Junk Hunt, Friday, November 1st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday, November 2nd from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
It took us years to find the perfect bun for Culver's Pretzel House Pub Burger.
It's got the nice pretzel flavor on the outside, but when you open it up, it's light and airy. Got a nice sweet flavor to it. It literally melts in your mouth.
This bun is perfect for a Pretzel House Pub Burger. Seared fresh beef, tangy mustard bistro sauce, pickled red onions, 2 slices of bacon, served with our signature cheddar cheese sauce.
This bun was made for this burger. This is perfect.
I think it's an awesome burger. Welcome to Delicious.
With the giving season just around the corner, it's the perfect time to add a new member to your family. That's why several area animal shelters are coming together for the Subaru Love a Pet adoption event at Miller Hill Subaru. November 9th is Catterday, featuring all-day cat adoptions. Sunday, November 10th, is Pup Day, with all-day dog adoptions. There will be holiday pet photos and a free microchip with an item off our wish list. Join us at Miller Hill Subaru for this exciting event.
Tonight, her courtroom gets the celebrity trial of the year.
Murder TV star, famous defense lawyer.
This room is a temple of justice.
Justice has left the building.
Someone posted my home address online.
What about this case isn't a nightmare? A woman was killed, another woman's freedom is at stake.
She didn't kill anyone.
Order! Sit down!
Your Honor, this case could end your career.
New All Rise, CBS Tonight.
Well, although it felt like winter here across the Northland, temperatures only topping out in the upper 30s. I'm also tracking some snow as it heads through the Green under mostly cloudy skies. So you'll see that system down in Omaha still kind of developing as it's starting to move its way into the Green Bay area, and it's going to start to bring in some snow around the 9-10 o'clock hour tonight through about 9-10 o'clock tomorrow morning within that time frame of the advisory. Zooming in a little bit closer, though, you'll see our area from Minnesota all the way up. We're under mostly cloudy skies and dry conditions. It's going to remain that way tonight, and we do have some clearing off to our west as high pressure will slowly start to build tonight into tomorrow morning, and that's going to help break up those clouds and definitely cool things off quite a bit. Now, right now, temperatures are already pretty cold up to the north. Looking at upper 20s along the border, 28 International Falls, 30 in Two Harbors, 33 here in the Twin Ports, and over in the northwestern portions, 33 in Ironwood and 31 in Hayward. Tomorrow, chilly temperatures remain through the day, although we have high pressure settling in from the west. So that's going to help clear up those clouds. We'll see a few morning ones, but by the afternoon, plenty of sunshine, reaching a high near 40 degrees. As we head into Wednesday, the below average temperatures unfortunately do remain, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine as high pressure still holds on to the north, while this low is going to skirt right past us yet again, just like this one is tonight to tomorrow. So it'll bring in a few clouds to our northwestern Wisconsin area, but we'll see plenty of sunshine with a high near 36 degrees. For Halloween, another dry day and a little bit warmer by a few degrees, so we'll see a high near 40 degrees, and we'll see plenty of sunshine, but there is a short wave that starts to approach Thursday night into Friday, so that will increase clouds Thursday night into Friday and then bring in that next round of chances for rain and a rain-snow mix. So timing it out for you on the Futurecast by tonight by 11 o'clock. You'll notice I see here is the snow coming through the Watersmeet, the Ironwood, and the Mellon area. For the rest of us, we're going to be on the dry side, and you'll start to see some clearing up to the north. That's going to be the trend as we see clearing from west to east, with its exception of that snow coming through the eastern portions of Wisconsin into the Upper Peninsula. Now, like I mentioned, 1 to 3 inches at most for that system. For the rest of us, clearing skies by tomorrow morning, and we start to see clear skies tomorrow night, even into Wednesday. So that's going to allow temperatures to plummet into the teens when you wake up on Wednesday morning. So that's the same trend Wednesday afternoon into your Thursday. Tonight, 25 up on the hill, 27 down here by the lake. Partly cloudy skies as we start to see decreasing cloud cover from west to east. Very calm winds out of the west at 3 to 6. 24 in Hayward, 25 in Ashland. Tomorrow, temperatures only get up to the low 40s for northern Wisconsin, but under plenty of sunshine. So a lot more sun than we saw today, just on the colder side. Sun and clouds tomorrow across the Twin Ports, 40 degrees here in the Duluth, 33 up in International Falls. So areas to the north will struggle to get out of those 30s. We managed to get to near 40 tomorrow, and then the sunshine does remain Tuesday through about Thursday night. So although it's a nice dry stretch, it is for sure a pretty cold stretch as well. So
yeah, this weekend, man, it was, I'm so glad. It was so beautiful this weekend.
60.
A great way to kind of end fall and transition slowly, hopefully, into
Hopefully really
yeah, it's a
slowly.
nice slow stretch. There's no snow here yet. So.
Yes, not yet.
Not yet. Thanks, Caitlin.
Yep.
Uber for your pooch. Sounds kind of crazy, right?
I think it sounds like a decent idea, and one Twin Ports business owner agrees, and his wheels will soon be turning right here in the Twin Ports. CBS3's Gaming Hall spoke with him today and has more.
We all know the drill. Request, wait, and ride. But this ride,
this is it,
isn't for you or me.
You cannot miss me. I did a happy picture on here.
These wheels turn for only Gerald Oskin and his four-legged passengers.
It's not like I'm the first one to ever make a pet shuttle, but I know I am the first one here in the Twin Ports.
The Poocher Pet Shuttle, serving as the dog Uber of the Twin Ports.
This is going to save people from driving. Saving gas money is going to save on the fact that time.
Oskin and his business partner came up with the idea in an effort to make man and man's best friend's life a little less rough.
Not saying that the animal's not important, but now you have someone that can actually do that for them.
With 10 kennels inside, owners will be able to focus on their day-to-day, while Oskin takes the wheel, picks their pets up, and takes them to where they need to be.
Groomers, daycare, emergency visits to the veterinarian at night if you needed it.
5-star ratings aside,
I just feel the passion to actually build something around dogs so that way they have a way to move around as well. I don't know how to explain it or how to describe it, but I've always been a dog owner, so I just love dogs.
Oskin says he looks forward to the ride ahead.
I'm hoping it takes off.
That shuttle hits the streets next Monday, and you can learn more about the service by heading on over to our website.
All right, Kelly's coming on in. Lots of hockey, huh? Tis the season.
Lots of hockey.
Yeah.
Tis the season. And a big contrast, you know, at this time last weekend, we were kind of in a dismal place for a Monday following a UMD women's and men's hockey series, but both coming off a pair of wins. How that affects them in national rankings next.
The 2020 Honda Rubicon at RJ Sport and Cycle.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. Presidential award-winning service. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler. KohlerToyota.com.
At Papa Murphy's, the only thing scarier than ghosts, ghouls, and goblins is celebrating Halloween without a Jacko Pizza. Right now, you can get a large Jacko Pizza for just $9. We make it, you bake it. Papa Murphy's.
The Honda CR-V is perfect for people from all walks of life. From the daydreamers to the night riders, and the carpoolers to the lone wolves. Let's not forget the young ones, and those young at heart. No wonder the CR-V is the best-selling CUV over the past decade. Now is a great time to shop the #1 CR-V clearance event. Hurry in today for a great deal.
Operation Hat Trick helps American service members move past the traumas of battle so they can focus on their lives at home. We help them address the visible and invisible wounds of war. Support veterans right here in the Northland by purchasing one of our hats. Show them that their lives off the battlefield are just as important as their service on it. Visit KBJR6.com or shop at UMD stores and Play It Again Sports to get your hat today. AAR, KBJR6, UMD, and Play It Again Sports are proud to support our veterans.
What flavor is that?
I don't know.
Just sugar?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Look at these cupcakes. Whoa. These look good.
It's part of art. Oh crap, I just ruined it all, didn't I?
With the all-new Silverado HD, Silverado's now the only truck brand that can offer trucks with best-in-class towing, or trucks with best-in-class camera technology, or larger, more functional beds than any competitor. The only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado. Or get a total value of over $9,500 on this Silverado with a larger, more functional bed than any competitor. Or during Truck Month, make no monthly payments for 90 days. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
At Papa Murphy's, the only thing scarier than ghosts, ghouls, and goblins is celebrating Halloween without a Jacko Pizza. Right now, you can get a large Jacko Pizza for just $9. We make it, you bake it. Papa Murphy's.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Well, call it what you want, but a sweep is a sweep. UMD men's hockey handily took care of business in a series that they desperately wanted wins from. Thanks to back-to-back wins in a home-and-home series with the Minnesota Golden Gophers, the Bulldogs find themselves back up in the USCHO weekly rankings, going from number 8 to number 6. The Bulldogs are off this weekend before starting NCHC play the following weekend with number 1 ranked Denver. That should be fun. In addition to a sweep, defenseman Scott Prunovich and goalie Hunter Shepard head into the bye weekend with conference accolades. After 3 points and 4 shots blocked against the Gophers, Prunovich earns the NCHC Defenseman of the Week. It's the Hibbing native's first Defenseman of the Week title in the last 2 seasons. Shepard backstopped the Bulldogs for the full 60 minutes of both games against the Gophers, getting his 17th career shutout and first of the season. The Cohasset native made 39 saves with a 1 goals against average over the series. The UMD women got the job done out in Buffalo, New York at the Icebreaker tournament this weekend, beating Mercyhurst on Friday and Colgate on Saturday for the tournament championship. The team moves back into the USCHO rankings. Previously, they were voted out last week. The team is back and checks in at number 10. The UMD women are back to WCHA play this Friday evening for a regionally broadcast game against St. Cloud State here at AMSO Arena. Puck drop is at 7:07 p.m. on Fox Sports North. It was also quite the weekend for UMD volleyball. Not only does the squad climb to number 3 in the latest national poll after sweeping Sioux Falls and 11th-ranked Southwest Minnesota State, setter Emily Baltz earned her 3rd NSIC Setter of the Week honor this season. The senior averaged 105 assists per set, also recording her 5,000th assist of her collegiate career. UMD will be at St. Cloud State this Thursday, taking on the number 13 ranked Huskies. Well, if you're a Green Bay Packer fan and you watched last night's game and you went back and rewatched the highlights today, you had to be pleased with what you saw from the Packers offense against the Kansas City Chiefs. Specifically, what you saw from Aaron Rodgers. 23 completions, 305 yards, 3 touchdowns. One of those touchdowns, what some are calling a miracle, as Rodgers lofted one up to Jamal Williams on 3rd and 1, tied at 17 in the 4th quarter. This is not one of the miracle catches, but this was pretty darn good. Packers win 31-24 over the Chiefs, who were without one of the best league's quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, improving to 7-1 on the season.
We got hit in the mouth a little bit after being up 14-0. They're resilient, and they didn't quit, and we stuck together and found a way to pull it out. It was really encouraging at the end of the game when we needed to stop. Our defense came up big, and then our offense was able to close out in that 4 minutes.
Both the Packers and the Vikings are back in action this Sunday. The Packers travel to L.A. to take on the Chargers in a game you can catch here on CBS, while the Vikings host the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday in Kansas City. They will likely still be out without Patrick Mahomes. So that's a little good news for the Vikings. Yeah. They said he'd be back for their game against the Titans.
Okay.
So
Kansas City, even without him, looks sharp.
even looks really good because the Packers are really good.
Yeah, I think so.
Just really good. They're scary.
All right. Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome.
Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, President Trump announced the killing of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi yesterday morning. U.S. Special Forces conducted the raid on the ISIS leader's compound in northwestern Syria over the weekend. Democrats praised the killing of the ISIS leader, but criticized President Trump for not notifying congressional leaders before carrying out the mission. We'll have the full details tonight at 10.
Well, a strange object fell from the sky and surprised a homeowner in Michigan over the weekend. It turned out to be a satellite that crashed in someone's yard on Saturday morning. A witness said she heard another part of it was found a couple of miles away. Samsung confirmed its space selfie balloon didn't return to Earth as planned. The tech company says weather caused the satellite to land earlier than expected, and thankfully, no injuries reported. Reminds me of the Truman Show. You remember that scene where the light falls from the sky in the Truman Show, and that's when Truman finally starts to realize that maybe he's being watched?
Spoiler alert.
No?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, that movie's like at least 15 years old.
It was
so
before my time.
Check it out.
All right. Caitlin, a bit of a cool down compared to over the weekend.
Oh, yes, for sure. About 20-degree difference. I mean, we saw only highs in the 30s today. You'll see some snow headed for those eastern portions of Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula. Here in the Twin Ports, though, we're going to stay dry under those mostly cloudy skies tonight. So it is going to be another cold night, 26 degrees up on the hill with west winds at 3 to 6 miles per hour. 7-day forecast looks pretty nice and dry. And don't forget, next Saturday is daylight saving time. And this time, we gain an hour of sleep.
Yeah, I like to hear that. Thanks, Caitlin. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10.